So guys, let's begin. And just before we start, I know most of you I have met before, but I'm Charlotte Kahn, and this is Parkinson's Care and Support UK Mindfulness Yoga. So Mindfulness Yoga is less about a pose and how a pose should look like and how it should be. And there's a lot more emphasis on the body, breath, and mind awareness. And the whole, reason why mindfulness yoga is so beneficial to people with Parkinson's and also, just generally all people, is it really helps with anxiety, alleviating anxiety, and it helps to improve mood, and it helps to release a little bit of stress. So hopefully what I'll be showing you today are some tools that you can take with you throughout your week, not just with me here, but also outside as well, where you can do some breath work, some relaxation, even some visualization that will help you feel a little bit more calm, a little bit more grounded, which of course in the current climate is more important than ever. So I am going to put everyone on mute, and that's not because I don't love to hear all of your voices. It's just because it makes it a little bit better and clearer for everyone to hear me. However, if at any point in the practice where you do want to tell me something, you are welcome to just unmute yourself and tell me. And then at the end of practice, I will unmute everyone and we can have a chat. So I think that is everyone who's just joined. And like I mentioned, if you are seeing me kind of darting back to my laptop, it's because I do have to let other people in when they come to join. So we're going to start standing today, and that's just because I'm sure a lot of us might be seated a lot more or at home a lot more. So just to get the body warmed up, get the body moving. And then the option for the second part of the class is to either come to a seat or come to lie down on your back with the feet flat on the floor. But don't worry about that yet. We will come to that later. So let's begin. And I think Francine, welcome to Mindfulness Yoga. I'm Charlotte, and we're just about to start. So come and join us to stand on your mat. So coming to stand, just taking a moment to bring your feet hip distance apart and look down at your feet and lift all 10 toes from the floor. Can you, with the toes lifted, just spread the toes and place them back down onto the ground? And then from here, with the soles of the feet really grounded down onto the earth, just start to lean the weight of your body towards the left side of your room. So a bit like a tree swaying in the breeze, keeping the feet flat on the floor, and then coming back through center, just leaning the weight of the body into the right side of your body. Just notice, how does it feel? And then coming back through center, really gently, can you lean the weight a little bit backwards, but not too much, so keeping the balance. So bringing more weight into your heels, and just notice which parts of the legs activate as you do this. And then coming back through center, lean the weight a little bit forward. So more weight into the balls and the toes, and just notice which parts of the body activates as you do this. And then coming back through center. And in the center, can you find the sweet spot? So bringing the awareness into the soles of your feet, can you find that point where you feel grounded and centered? So you're not leaning to the left, you're not leaning to the right, and you're not leaning backwards or forwards. So feeling into the feet and feeling that grounded, centered point. And once you feel that centered point, press your feet downwards towards the earth. And I really love this image of a tree's roots. So if you think of a tree, the roots of the tree grow downwards towards the earth's core. And the more the roots grow downwards, the more the tree is strong and stable to grow upwards and outwards and flourish through the branches and the leaves. And in the same way, the more that you can ground down the soles of your feet using the toes as well, and use all sides of the feet, the more you'll feel grounded, centered and balanced and strong to also stay upright. So from this place of really grounded feet, can you start to grow through your spine? So this is the kind of the trunk or the branches. So feel your spine lengthen towards the ceiling. And imagine you've got a string on the crown of your head. And this string is pulling up towards the sky. But at the same time, bring your shoulders down the back away from the ears. So just notice, if you've got your shoulders up like this, can you bring your shoulders down away from the ears? So although it looks like we're just standing here, feel how the feet are active and strong. So this is called our mountain pose. And if you think of the qualities of a mountain, strong, stable, grounded. Bring your awareness to your breath. Just your natural inhale and your natural exhale. And then just notice the front of the body, so the chest and the belly. And what happens to the front of your body as you breathe in? And what happens to the front of your body as you breathe out? Noticing that natural rise on the inhale and that natural fall on the exhale. And then we're going to start our practice with a breath work. And the invitation, and it really is an invitation. So if anything today doesn't feel good, just breathe normally, never work into any pain. This is yoga to make you feel good, not yoga to make you feel pain. The invitation today is an inhale through your nose and then an exhale through your mouth as if you're blowing out a candle. So just practice that now, breathing in through your nose and exhale through your mouth as if you're blowing out a candle. And let's do that a few times together. Breathing in through your nose, fill your lungs, and exhale through your mouth as if you're blowing out a candle. Breathing in, fill your lungs, and exhale, blowing out your mouth. Inhale through your nose, fill your lungs, out your mouth, blowing out a candle. Last one, breathing in. Fill your lungs. And exhale, breathing out your mouth. Blowing out your candle. And then just return your breath to its natural inhale and exhale. So without forcing the breath, just let it be natural. And then inhale your shoulders all the way up towards your ears. And exhale, bring your shoulders down the back. Breathing in, bring your shoulders up towards your ears. And exhale, your shoulders down the back. Breathing in, bring the shoulders up towards your ears. And exhale, the shoulders down the back. Last one, breathing in. Bring the shoulders up towards your ears and exhale the shoulders down the back. And then if you can, keep the shoulders down the back, away from the ears. Bring a slight bend to your knees so you've got this little bit of buoyancy in the legs. And then we're just going to start to turn the upper body from side to side, starting quite slow, but can you let your arms be heavy? So really feel like you're letting the arms drop down towards the earth as you sway from side to side. So heavy, heavy arms. And let there be this buoyancy in the legs. So perhaps there's even like a little bounce as you come through center. Option to maybe increase the velocity of your sway from side to side. So just exploring what feels good in your body. So we've all got our own, things going on. So really tuning into your body and doing what feels good for you in the moment. Maybe the velocity is increased to the point where the hands gently tap the sides of the belly as you come to the end of each sway from side to side. Maybe there's a little bounce in the knees as you come through the center. And then start to slow down. Letting the arms still be heavy until eventually you come to stillness. An option to keep the eyes open, or if you feel grounded, then there is the option to close down the eyes for a moment. And just feel into your arms and your hands and notice any sensations here. Maybe you feel some tingling, some heat, some energy. Take a big breath in through your nose and exhale out your mouth. And then opening the eyes if you have them closed, and bring your hands onto your hips and bend your knees once more. And we're just going to do this big circle with the hips. So drawing a circle with the hips. And these movements are really good for just giving our internal organs a little bit of a massage, and it really helps aid digestion. So digesting the food that we eat, and also helping to process the experiences we consume, the emotions that we experience. All of that needs to be processed and digested too. And then make this your last big circle in this direction, and then moving in the opposite direction. So just exploring your circle with your hips, and maybe yours will look a little different to mine. Maybe yours will be a little bit small, maybe yours will be bigger. So there's not a right way of doing this. There's a your way of doing this. And then make this your last big circle. And then slowly come to stillness and bring the arms down beside the body. And once more, just make sure you've got this slight bend in the knee so there's a buoyancy there so you don't have your legs locked. And have the arms down beside the body. Can you let the arms be heavy? Just let the arms drip down towards the floor. Take an inhale here, and on the exhale, we're coming into a side bend. So left arm reaches a little bit down towards the left side of the floor. So it's a sideways lateral movement. Breathing in, bring your torso back on top of your hips, back to center. And on the exhale, opposite arm, right arm. So it's like you've just dropped something on the right side of your foot. And breathing in, coming back through center. We're going to do this a few times on each side. Exhale, left arm. So just exploring where you are with compassion. Breathing in, coming back through center. Can you let go of, exhale, coming to the opposite side. Let go of agendas, how you think something should be. Breathing in, one more on each side. Exhale. And last one. Coming back through center, breathing in. And exhale. Coming towards the right-hand side. And then coming back through center. And then from here, inhale the arms really wide. Bring the palms of the hands to face forward. Slight squeeze of the shoulder blades, so really broaden across the chest. Option to maybe have a slight tilt of the chin towards the sky. Take a big breath in. And on the exhale, wrapping one arm over the other, it doesn't matter which one. And wrap the arms around. And then option again to maybe walk the fingertips a little bit more towards your shoulder blades. So we're stretching the back here, but we're also literally giving yourself a massive hug. My invitation to you today is to move through your yoga practice with compassion, with content with where you are, with some self-love and some patience, And then just notice which arm is on top. And then breathing in, open the arms really wide again, broaden across your heart, squeeze the shoulder blades, option to gaze slightly up towards the sky. And on the exhale, rack the opposite arm on top and give yourself a massive hug. So just take a moment to thank yourself for making time for you, making time to feel nourished, but to also start to unravel maybe a little bit of stress. Start to let go of anxiety, fear. Taking a big breath in and a long breath out. Just drop the arms down beside the body. One more breath here. Take an inhale and exhale out your mouth. And then from here, we're going to do a few movements with the breath. And once again, you know, don't worry too much if the movement and the breath gets a little bit muddled. It's just a nice invitation to bring, when we bring movement with the breath, it can almost start to feel a little bit like a moving meditation. So just start with the arms beside the body with the palms facing behind you. And I'm going to show you the movement first, and then I'll add the breath in later. So don't worry too much about the breath now. Again, just have a slight bend in your knees. Lift both your arms forward towards the front of your room to shoulder height with the palms facing down. Turn your palms to look at each other. Right palm looks at left palm. Open your arms wide like we just did earlier, with the fingers reaching to each side of the room. Turn both your palms towards the sky. Lift your arms towards the ceiling with the arms by the ears, palms facing inward. Turn your palms towards the front of the room and lower both arms down beside the hips. So we'll finish where we started with the arms by the hips and the palms facing behind you. So we're going to do that again, but this time let's add the breath. And, you know, like I mentioned, it doesn't matter if it gets all a bit confusing. Just join in when you can. So starting with the arms by the hips with the palms facing backwards. Breathing in, lift your arms forward with the palms facing down to shoulder height. Exhale, turn your palms to look at one another. Breathing in, open your arms wide so the fingertips point to each side of the room. And exhale, rotate your palms towards the sky. Breathing in, lift both arms by the ears, reaching for the ceiling. And exhale, turn your palms towards the front of your room and slowly lower both arms down beside the hips with the palms facing behind you, back to where we started. Breathing in, lift both arms forward to shoulder height with the palms facing down. Exhale, turn your right palm to look at your left palm. Breathing in, open the arms really wide, fingertips reaching for each side of the room. And exhale, rotate your palms towards the sky. Breathing in, lift both arms into the air by the ears. And exhale, turn the palms of your hands towards the front of the room and lower both arms down beside the body by the hips. Well done, everyone. We're going to do that one more time. So starting with the arms by the hips, palms facing behind you. Breathing in, lifting both arms forwards to shoulder height with the palms facing down. Exhale, turn the palms to look at one another. Breathing in, open the arms really wide, broaden across the chest, reach for each side of the room. And exhale, rotate your palms towards the sky. Breathing in, reaching both arms into the air by the ears. And exhale, rotate the palms of the hands towards me and lower both arms down beside the hips, back to where we started. Well done. And from here, just shake out the hands. So imagine you're shaking water off the hands, and this is a really nice one to energetically shake off anything you need to. So maybe you shake off a bit of stress. Maybe you're shaking off a bit of anxiety, a bit of tension? And then can you shake from the right side of your room? Really shake it all off. And then from the center and go all the way to the left side of the room. And then coming back through center and then shake up really high. And then coming back through center, shake down really low. And then coming back up to your mountain pose, bring the arms beside the body. Option to keep the eyes open, or maybe if you feel okay and grounded, you can close down the eyes. And everyone, once more, just feel into your arms, your hands, notice any sensations. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And then slowly open the eyes, if your eyes were closed. And from here, just step the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart this time. And once again, bring a slight bend into the knees. And then bring your right hand onto your belly and then your left hand on top of your right hand. On the inhale, reach your left hand towards the left side of the room. And then there's just a slight rotation in the upper body, gaze towards the left side. And moving with the breath, exhale, bring the left hand back in towards your belly. And then we're going to swap over hands. Breathing in, open the right arm towards the right side of the room. There's just a slight rotation of the upper body looking towards the right. And exhale, bringing the right palm back in towards the belly. Swapping over, breathing in. Open the left arm towards the left side of the room and exhale, moving with the breath. Bring the hand back in towards the belly. Breathing in, right arm open wide, slight rotation towards the right and exhale, bringing that hand back in towards the belly. Breathing in, left arm towards left side of the room. Option, maybe the left arm moves a little behind the shoulder. So there's a little bit more rotation in the upper body. And exhale, bringing the left arm and hand back in towards the belly, breathing in. Open the right arm towards the right side of the room, and option for the right arm to maybe move behind the shoulder towards the top corner of the room. And exhale, just bringing that arm back in towards the belly. One more on each side, breathing in. Open your left arm towards the left side of the room, maybe past the shoulder, and exhale, sweeping that arm back in towards the belly. Last one, breathing in. Open your right arm towards the right side of the room. Maybe it goes a little bit past the shoulder, and then bringing the right arm back in towards the belly. Well done, everyone. And from here, just step your feet back in so you've got that neutral stance. And we're going to do a mindful walk forwards and walk backwards. So I'm just going to walk backwards a little bit. So it's up to you how your room is done. So before we do this mindful walk, the invitation to you is to just invite this idea of being mindful with something that we do all the time. And often we're on autopilot and we're just going racing from A to B maybe, and we're not noticing those little tiny nuances and everything that's not only going on in the body, which we're going to do now, but my invitation is to you is to maybe next time you're walking in the park or you're walking anywhere, just to kind of start to become more mindful about how it feels in your body, but also how does it smell? How does it feel? What can you see? So let's do this mindful walk forward. So just coming into your neutral stance, and if you shift the weight into your right foot and lift your left foot into the air with the left knee bent to step forward, but can you place the heel down first? And then imagine your foot is a stamp and you're laying one corner at a time. So running the arch onto the floor, then the ball, and then the toes, and shift your weight forward. What muscles are activating in your body as you do this? And then slowly step your right foot forward, heel, arch, ball, toes, and shift the weight forward. How does it feel? Does this one feel different from the other one? I am going to stop talking so that you can really come into your body and notice all the sensations coming up for you. Can you walk forwards and then walk backwards to your mat, and we'll meet back there. So meeting all back in our neutral stance. So just noticing how that felt for you, and perhaps maybe it's something that you can explore on your next walk, but it doesn't just have to be walking. It could be washing the dishes. How does the water feel on your hands? What does it smell like? You know, all of those different little sensations. From here, the invitation is to either come to sit in a chair or come to lie down on the floor onto your back with the feet flat on the floor. If you're lying on the floor, please do it slowly. There's no rush at all. And if you're lying on the floor, then just come to the back of the body and bring the feet flat on the floor with the knees pointing up towards the ceiling with the feet hip distance apart, and the arms onto the ground with the palms facing up. So coming into this position, but please take your time. There is absolutely no rush at all. And if you're seated in a chair, and I will kind of be bouncing between chair and floor, if you are seated in a chair, bring the sit bones onto the chair. Option to bring the back of the body away from the chair if you want to work your core a little bit, but if not, that's absolutely fine. You can use the back of your chair as well. Bring your feet hip distance apart if you're in a chair, with the knees over the ankles, and just make sure that your knees are tracking in line with your toes. So sometimes the knees have a tendency to go out or in. And then just bring the hands onto your thighs. So everyone, just take your moment to get comfortable. You're either seated in a chair or you're lying down on the floor with the feet flat on the floor, knees pointing up towards the ceiling, arms wide, palms facing up. And then maybe you need to kind of wiggle a little bit to get comfortable. That's absolutely fine. Just do that now. And then once you feel like you're settled, can you invite a little bit of stillness into the body and close down your eyes? With your eyes closed, take a big inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. 2 more. Breathing in, fill your lungs, and exhale out your mouth. Let go. Breathing in, fill your lungs with breath, and exhale out the mouth. Letting go of the breath, and then let your breath just be its natural inhale, natural exhale, so without forcing anything. And with your eyes closed, just start to bring your awareness into the room you're in, onto the chair you're sitting on or the floor you're lying on, and into your body. And if there is any background noise going on, can you just start to zone it out? And then with the awareness in your body, just start practicing letting go of anything you did earlier today and anything you did earlier maybe this week. And then sometimes even more challenging, just practice letting go of anything you have planned for later, maybe today or later this week. So with each breath that we bring that awareness into the body, we're allowing thoughts of the past and thoughts of the future to dissolve away. But just noticing anything that comes up in the mind without any judgment or frustration or agendas on how you think something should be. Just notice how it is with compassion, feeling content with where you are, having patience, and then bringing your awareness into your body. Just noticing any sensations in your feet. Are they hot, cold, numb? And then moving into your ankles, your calf muscles, just noticing what you feel here. Perhaps you notice some areas of the body that feel a little tight or tense. Perhaps you feel areas of your body that feel like they need a really good stretch or softening. Just noticing your thighs, your hips, your buttocks, any sensations here. And then bringing your awareness into the back of your body, your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back. Which parts of your body feel alive and which parts of your body feel like they need attention? And then bringing your awareness to your belly and your chest, the front of the body. Just notice what happens to the front of your body as you breathe in. And notice what happens to the front of your body as you breathe out. That gentle rise on the inhale and the gentle fall on the exhale. And then bringing your awareness into your hands, your arms, shoulders and neck. And then into your head. Just feeling the entire body without judgment, without frustration, without attachment to how you think something should be. And then, like we've just done this scan of the physical body, can you do the same thing with your energetic body? So notice, how are your energy levels in this moment? Are you feeling a little sleepy and depleted of energy? Or are you feeling raring to go and full of energy? So one is not better than the other. So can you just notice it without looking for any reasons why? Just notice how it is. And then, how are you feeling emotionally? Are you happy, angry, sad, bored, frustrated? Maybe you're feeling calm. And once again, without looking for any reasons why, just noticing what is. And then bringing your awareness back to your breath, your inhale and your exhale. And then we're going to start this next part of our practice with a breath work, which invites a deeper breath into the pit of the belly. So when we're feeling stressed and anxious, the breath can get very short and shallow and be quite high up into the chest. So by inviting this deeper breath, it brings more oxygen into the blood and nourishes the whole body. So whether you're lying on the floor or you're sat in a chair, bring your hands to your belly just underneath your belly button with the fingers pointing in towards each other. Bring the tips, the top tips of your middle finger to gently touch. Without forcing your breath, can you inhale through your nose and fill your belly with breath as if it was a balloon? And just notice how it feels in the palms of the hands as it fills up. And then on the exhale, blowing out the mouth like we did earlier, blowing your candle, just feeling the belly soften and fall. We're going to do this a few times, breathing in through the nose. Feel your belly expand like a balloon into the palm of the hand. And exhale out the mouth. Feel the belly soften and fall. Breathing in, filling your belly with breath, and perhaps notice that the palms of the hands move away from each other on the inhale. And in exhale, feeling the belly soften and fall. Inhale through the nose, filling the belly, but also the body with vitality, with energy. And on the exhale, breathing out through the mouth. Feel the belly soften and fall. Inhale through your nose. Fill the belly with breath. Notice how it feels in the palm of the hands. What happens to the hands as the belly gets bigger? And then on the exhale, breathing out through the mouth. Once again, just notice how it feels in the hands, how it feels in the belly as the belly softens and falls. Breathing in. Fill your belly with breath, with vitality, with energy. And on the exhale, breathing out. Feel the belly soften and fall. Last one, breathing in. Fill your belly with breath. Feel the belly expand into the palms of the hands. And on the exhale, feel your belly soften and fall. And then from here, if you're sat on a chair, bring the palms of the hands onto the tops of the sides. And if you're lying on the floor, bring the arms beside the body with the palms facing the ceiling. Close down the eyes if they're not all ready. And just take a moment to go inward. Let your breath just be normal, natural inhale, natural exhale. Notice any changes. Any changes to your body, to your breath? Maybe there aren't any, and that's fine too. Just noticing anything, nothing. Take a big breath in through your nose. And then exhale through your mouth. If you're sat on a chair, bring the arms beside the chair just so the arms are down beside the hips. So with the palms are facing backwards. And I will come into the chair to demonstrate in a moment. If you're lying on the floor, bring your arms a little bit closer beside your hips with the palms facing down. So the arms are beside the hips with the palms facing down. And then from here, we're going to do some arm lifts. So if you're on the floor, on your next inhale, start to lift both arms towards the ceiling and opening the eyes if they're not open already. Bringing the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, slowly lowering both arms behind you on the floor. But maybe the arms touch the floor. Maybe they don't. Just doing whatever feels good in your body. Maybe if it feels tight in the shoulders, you open the arms wider into a big wide V shape. And then from here, we're going to go back the way we came. Breathing in, lifting both arms towards the sky if you're lying down on the floor. And then on the exhale, slowly lower both arms back beside you with the palms facing down on the earth. And we're going to do those arm lifts a few times. So just start with the arms lying on the floor beside you with the palms facing down. And if you're sat in a chair, have the arms beside the hips with the palms facing backwards. Inhale through your nose and lift both arms into the air. Reaching for the sky if you're lying on the ground. And then on the exhale, slowly keep moving the arms backward behind you. If you're sat in a chair, can you bring the arms towards the sky? If you're lying on the floor, can you bring the arms slowly behind the head? Maybe they touch the floor, maybe they don't. Maybe your arms are in a big, wide V shape rather than close in towards the ears. On the inhale, we're going back the way we came. Just notice if one arm is leading the way, can you make your arms move at the same time? And then exhale, slowly lower both arms beside the hips. And we're going to keep going with this movement. I'm going to do this a couple more times. So if you're lying on the floor, starting with the hands beside the hips with the palms facing down. Breathing in. Sweep both arms towards the sky, and if you're sat in a chair, sweep arms towards shoulder height. And then on the exhale, moving with the breath, slowly either, if you're sat in a chair, bring the hands towards the sky, or if you're lying on the floor, just exploring how does it feel in your body if you lower the arms behind you. Maybe they touch the floor, maybe they don't, maybe your arms are in a big wide V shape rather than close in towards the ears. Breathing in, slowly lifting both arms into the air towards the sky. And exhale, slowly lower both arms down beside the hips. Just notice if one arm is leading the way, can you equalize the movement? And then starting with the arms beside the hips, breathing in, sweeping both arms towards the ceiling, moving slowly, moving mindfully. And exhale, either if you're sat in a chair, reaching the arms towards the sky, or if you're lying on the floor, just exploring how does it feel in the arms, the shoulders, if you bring the arms behind you. Maybe the arms touch the floor, maybe they don't. Breathing in, going back the way we came, moving with the breath. Bringing the arms towards the sky if you're lying on the ground, or shoulder height if you're sat on the floor. And exhale, slowly lower both arms down beside the body. Last one like this. Starting with the arms beside the hips. Breathing in, slowly sweep the arms into the air. Moving with equal right and left, one isn't leading the way. And on the exhale, if you're sat in a chair, reaching the arms towards the ceiling, and if you're lying down on the floor, just exploring how does it feel if you bring the arms back in space. Maybe the arms touch the floor, maybe they don't. Breathing in, calming back the way you came. Do it slowly, do it mindfully. How does it feel in the arms, the shoulders, as you sweep the arms above the shoulders and then down beside the hips? If you're sat in a chair, can you bring the palms of the hands back to the tops of the thighs? And if you're lying on the floor, can you just bring your arms a little wider away from your hips and then bring the palms to face up towards the ceiling? So the arms are on the ground, a little bit wider with the palms facing towards the ceiling. And we're going to bring some movement into the head and the neck now. So bring a slight tuck to your chin, just so you have a nice long back of your neck. Take an inhale here, and whether you're sat in a chair or lying on the floor, can you turn your head to the right? So the head moves towards the right shoulder, but do it slowly. Really slow movement of the head turning towards the right shoulder. How does it feel in the neck, the shoulders, as you do this? As you breathe in, turn the head back to face forward, so where we started. And on the exhale, turn your head towards your left shoulder, but do it slowly. Do it mindfully. How does it feel in the neck and the back as you do it? Breathing in, turn the head to face forward once more. We're going to do this a few times. So inhale in the center, and on the exhale, turning the head towards your right shoulder. Do it slowly, do it mindfully. Breathing in, moving with the breath, turning the head back through center, and exhale, turn your head towards the left. Breathing in, bringing the head back through center, and exhale, turning your head towards the right. Last one on each side. Breathing in, calming back through center, and exhale, turning your head towards the left. And then bringing your head back through center. From here, if you're lying on the floor, I'll just show you this next one and then I'll demonstrate in the chair afterwards. Keeping the arms where they are, have your head looking up towards the sky. Take an inhale here, and on the exhale, rocking both legs towards the right side of your room. So we're going to windscreen wiper the legs. So both legs with the knees bent are rocking towards the right side of the room. The back stays flat to the floor. Maybe the legs touch the floor, maybe they don't. And then on the inhale, bringing your legs, your knees to point towards the ceiling, and exhale, bringing the legs over towards the left. And then on the inhale, bringing your knees to point towards the ceiling, and exhale, bring your legs towards the right, and option to turn your head towards the left. So the legs and the head are moving in opposite directions. Breathing in, bring your head and your knees to point towards the sky, and exhale the legs towards the left and your head towards the right. Can you keep going like that for a few more breaths in your own time? And if you're sat in a chair, I'm just going to show you. Bring your arms across the chest. Take an inhale here, and on the exhale, just rotate your upper body towards the right side of your room. Bring the head with you. And then if you're sat in a chair, breathing in, bring the upper body back through center, and exhale, rotating your upper body and the head towards the left. And we're going to do this a few times on each side. So if you're lying on the floor, just let your legs sway from side to side like windscreen wipers. And if you're sat in a chair, can you move with the breath, just gently rotating the upper body to each side of your room. So these gentle rotations are wonderful for aiding digestion, helping digest and process not just our food, but our emotions, our experiences, our feelings. And make this your last one on each side. And then slowly coming to stillness. And if you're sat in a chair, can you bring your hands back to the tops of your thighs? If you're lying on the floor and it feels okay for you, bring both knees in towards your chest. An option to have the hands maybe on the kneecaps or underneath the thighs, and just rock your sacrum from side to side, just a gentle rocking of the sacrum. And then slowly coming to stillness. And then if your knees are in towards your chest, can you bring the soles of the feet back to the earth? And then just bringing the arms beside you with the palms facing up towards the ceiling. And if you're sat in a chair, just have the hands gently on the tops of your thighs. Everyone, take a big breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And close down your eyes. Just let your breath be its natural inhale and natural exhale. With your eyes closed, can you bring to mind somewhere outside where you may lay like this if you're lying down, or you may sit how you are if you're seated in a chair? Perhaps that's your garden, a park, a mountain, by a stream, on a beach, in a meadow. Wherever you are, you feel completely safe and supported by the earth. You have nowhere to be and nothing to do. The weather is perfect. Not too hot, not too cold. And there's a beautiful blue sky above you. Start to feel the warm glow from the sun pouring down onto your body. And with this in mind, we're coming into final relaxation. So if you're sat in a chair, maybe you want to scoot your hips a little bit more onto the seat to get more comfortable. If you're lying down on the floor, maybe you want to extend your legs along the earth and let the feet just flop out to the sides of the room. Take a moment to get comfortable. Take a big breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And if they aren't already, closing down the eyes. Start to bring your awareness to gravity, rooting and connecting your body to the earth. So feeling that natural pull and connection between your body and the floor. And then that warm glow from the sun pouring down onto the earth. And start to feel it pour into the soles of your feet. And as it does, feel your feet completely relax. Pouring into your ankles and your calf muscles. So on your next exhale, feeling the ankles and the calf muscles completely relax. And as this warm golden light pours into your legs, it melts away any tension or tightness so that your knees and your thighs completely relax. Just notice if you're clenching your buttocks. On your next exhale, feel your buttocks completely relax. Feeling the golden light from the sun pouring into your hips. So your hips are loose and free. And filling your belly with this gentle, healing golden light. Perhaps you notice the gentle rise of the belly as you breathe in, and the gentle fall of your belly as you breathe out. Then bringing your awareness to your sacrum as this warm golden light pours into the back of your body, through your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back. Imagine any tension or tightness in the back of your body melts away from the bone, drips down into the earth, so that on your next exhale, feel your back completely relax. Feel the shoulders and shoulder blades melt downward. We often can wear the weight of the world on our shoulders. On your next exhale, can you imagine this weight being melted by this golden light? So on your next exhale, feeling the weight release and your shoulders completely relax. Bringing your awareness into your chest, feeling this warm glow from the sun pouring into your chest and melting away any tension around your heart. So on your next exhale, your chest feels open and free. Relax your upper arms, your forearms. Relax the palms of your hands through each finger to each fingertip. Feeling any tension, any tightness in your arms, just melting away, pouring down into the earth. So on your next exhale, the whole arm completely relax. Relax your neck and the inside of your neck by swallowing. Relax your head. Imagine that any worries or stresses pours out the crown of your head and evaporates into the atmosphere. As it does, feel your forehead relax as it becomes free from any worry lines. Let your eyelids be heavy as you relax the little tiny muscles around your eyes. Relax your nose, your cheeks, your mouth. Let your tongue just rest loosely in your mouth. And as you relax your entire body, feel that your entire being is joyful, peaceful, and calm. And if any thoughts start to flutter into your mind, remember that you are lying under a beautiful blue sky. And your thoughts are just clouds passing by, evaporating into the atmosphere. So you can start to observe your thoughts as a watcher, rather than indulging in the stories that they're telling us. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Lengthen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. As you breathe in, imagine you're breathing in vitality, positivity, energy, and goodness. And on your exhale, breathing out any lasting tension, tightness, stress, anxiety. Let it all go from the body. Breathing in. Fill your body with goodness from your fingertips to your toe tips. And breathing out anything you need to let go of. And start to become aware of the outside world once more. Listening to any sounds you hear, feeling any sensations on your skin, hot, cold, damp. Can you taste anything within your mouth? And then with this deeper breath and an awareness of the outside world, how slowly can you invite a little bit of movement into your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes? Imagine you're just waking up from a winter's hibernation. How slowly can you move your hands and your feet? And only when you're ready, reaching the arms upwards and outwards as if it's a blossoming flower, and give yourself a stretch like it's the very first stretch of your day, like you've just woken up in the morning. Maybe you yawn, maybe you move the head from side to side, just do whatever it is your body's calling for. If you're lying on the floor, slowly bring your knees in towards your chest. With no rush at all, roll over onto one side, fetal position. How slowly and how gently can you press yourself up into a comfortable seat? Comfortable seat could be seated in a chair. It could be sat on the floor. You could have your back against a wall. So coming into any comfortable seat. And my invitation is to just keep the eyes closed just for this last moment. No rush at all, just coming into your comfortable seat and closing down your eyes. With the eyes closed, can you bring the palms of your hands together and just rub your palms? So we're just creating a little bit of heat in between the hands. And then with this heat, this energy we've created in between the hands, bring your left hand on top of your heart and then your right hand on top of your left hand. So my invitation to you is to move through the rest of your day, the rest of your week, with compassion for yourself, for content with where you are, with patience and with self-love. Taking a big breath in and a long breath out. And slowly open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me for Mindfulness Yoga with Parkinson's Care and Support UK. I will take you guys off mute now. Hopefully I can. If anyone wants to unmute themselves, please do. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. I hope you all enjoyed your class today. If you haven't already, do join the Facebook group, Parkinson's Care and Support Facebook group. They've got loads of wonderful free content and classes, more yoga, but also some exercise, qigong, and they're just a wonderful community to be part of. So I really recommend that. They've also got a wonderful website as well. I am back next week, so I hope you all join me again for some more mindfulness yoga.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Francine. Thanks, Susan. Thanks, Martin. Thanks, Beryl. Thanks, Penny.